Hello, YouTube. Mike Cardfellow here. Here, I'm going to be talking about how the first locals event went for our area. So, I played, as you can see, I played Master Yi. I played Eggplant Yi. We got our cute little Eggplant man here. But yeah, it was our locals at Enter the Battlefield in Newmarket here in Ontario, and I ended up doing pretty all right. I went 3-1 or 3-0 today. I played against a Yasuo, I played against a Darius, and I played against a Master Yi mirror match in the finals. Um, but yeah, really big fan of this deck so far. I was pretty much sure, depending on how my pools went, I was either going to build Yi or Kaisa. I mean, surprise, it's the meta. But I really like Master Yi. I love playing this Poro and putting him at a location and just having a 5 defender on turn 2. Look at him, he's so cute and just so gross. But yeah, this is the list I ended up playing today. We'll just start going through it here. So Master Yi, my chosen champion. I can't tell how to set it, but my chosen champion was Master Yi, the orange one. Big surprise. For locations, I played Hollowed Tomb, I played Sigil of the Storm, and I played Star-Tipped Peak. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep all of these the same. I did really like them today, but I also... Two of my opponents played the Grove of the whatever that lets you draw a card. And I... I'm not sure. I might try swapping out Hollowed Tomb for the draw, but there was a game that I won today purely off of Hollowed Tomb, so like I don't know. We'll have to see. Right now, I'm just playing 6/6. I didn't want to do anything too fancy with my runes or anything. I may see. It's hard to say because it's like you almost want more green to play your early green drops, like to be able to have early Defy or Charm. Although the amount of early Charm it really depends. But I mean, there's scenarios where it matters, being able to eat like an early Vi or something off of your Poro man. But like I do think there's room for this to be adjusted. This is just what I've liked so far. It lets me have the calm room pretty consistently for Defy, Clockwork Keeper, Charm. I like Clockwork Keeper a lot for fixing hands. And then our 6 body runes, obviously our early drops don't really have any orange powers, but if we have to go into an early Master Yi, if we need to go into a immediate Dread Bloom before we fully set up, or post boards if we want to make sure we have that mana to sabotage or unyielding early, or Kiana, these can all really matter and add up. So right now I'm doing the 6/6 though. As far as like real playable cards, we got our 2 Clockwork Keepers, 2 mana 2/2 draws a card for paying an extra green power. We've got our Stalwart Poros, our 5 Defender, love this guy. But yeah, 2/2 for 2 with shield, but combined with Master Yi's ability to, when a defender is defending alone, it gets +2. Big 5 body, very hard to take. I've got 2 Pit Rookies. This is on play, it buffs another friendly unit. Good for helping us get over the choke points in the mirror match. It can be very hard to hit the 4 power and the 9 power spikes without pump spells, and it helps get us there. You can pump a Dread Bloom over a Dread Bloom. You can pump a Fey Folk over a Yi, stuff like that. First Mate. This card is nuts. If you're playing orange and you're not playing First Mate, like I feel bad for Aurora decks because this card is awesome. This card created so many play patterns that opponents today were not like thinking about or ready for. People are not ready for you to untap for turn and score, move to base, first mate it active, and then take the other location. It's just not even a thing people are thinking about, dude. It's awesome. Carnivorous Snapvine, just a one of. I actually find him kind of clunky. He's maybe on the chopping block. I don't know what that slot's going to be instead, but maybe one main decked Kiana, but I don't know. He came up once. Every other game he just sat in my hand, and I never wanted to lose the tempo for him, but we'll see. 3 of our Tasty Fey, or sorry, 2 Tasty Fey folks. This is why people call it Eggplant Yi. This is our Eggplant man. Good for aggro with the Accelerate. Really good at holding locations on his own, and then he's got that Death Knell. I used him a lot for at the beginning of turns, poking him into locations to see if they had combat tricks or removal or whatever, and then following it up with a Dead Bloom to just take the spot. That happened a couple times tonight. Yeah, he's very. I like this guy a lot. I think he's very cool. I think he's at his worst almost when you're accelerating him. Like I think the turns where you have enough tempo that you can play him without accelerating and leave him back, I think is where he like gets really strong. But it's nice to have that option to be able to force a location immediately, combo that in with like a on like anything above 8 runes, being able to accelerate him in and then go for like a on guard or something. It's very good. Master Yi Honed, he's our chosen champion. He's 7 mana and a power rune. He has ganking and he enters ready. He's great. He's good for taking locations. He's good for being on top with first mate to take both locations. Um, he's good for just being able to come in immediately from the bleachers and get a quick location snag. Like I would never play the other Yi, so I'm glad that he's my 39th or my 40th card. I I think he's good. I think he's fine. And then he holds well. Like with Yi, he holds for 8, which like I mean it's good breakpoints. Eight's great. Makes one pump spell over. White Flame Protector, only 2 of these guys. I didn't want to get so like straight up I didn't want to buy a third, but I also just don't know if I would play a third. I don't know if it's good enough in like this list. I think there's lists where like obviously if I was playing Aurora you would want to play 3, but I just maybe even in Aurora I wouldn't play 3. He only feels really good against buff decks and against the mirror, but otherwise like it feels like all of our other guys are big enough to get through everything mostly. But we'll see. As I play more, my opinion on that might change. 3 of my favorite card in the game. We got the Dead Bloom Predator here. I love this guy. I played a guy that his art is based on a lot in Legends of Runeterra. I love seeing my big Shadow Isles Barkman. I was very happy to get these, and I can see myself probably playing Orange for a long time. It does a lot of stuff I like, so happy to be playing these for a long time. If you don't know what he does, you can play him on an occupied battlefield. So he really just like develops immediately as a threat, forces the article. He's got deflect, which is really good against stuff like Kaisa because you really want to be able to tax their rune usage. And additionally, with his big 8 body, he's a 10 for defense. But yeah, awesome card. Took a lot of points, like quite a few times today. I would play a Dreadbloom to take a location, and then the next turn do the thing I said, move him to base, and then first mate him into the other one, and just clear up both sides. People were not playing around that, and it was pretty good. 3 charm. Charm's awesome. We're playing the big Brungus deck that's good on defense, and well, this calls people for honorable combat with the big Brungus. Got Defy, probably the best reaction card in the game right now. Just being able to counter disciplines to prevent the combat trades and the draws, being able to negate other or to defy other people's defies, being able to defy catalyst. These are all that is a conducive list. I defied a hidden blade. A hidden blade defy was really important against Darius. I was just trying to think of like what games I drew defy in. We've got 3 on guard. It's probably just like one of the best combat tricks. No power, 1 green, reaction, and then plus pretty much always going to be +2 at our deck, but +1, and then if it's the only unit there, +1 again. Discipline, +2 and draw. Great card. Find your center. This card's awesome. This card really helps you catch up on tempo. Not necessarily on tempo, but like on mana tempo, depending on like how your turns play out. But yeah, if your opponent's score is within 3 points of the victory score, it costs 2 less. So it costs 1 to draw a card and channel a rune. But that is an action, so you can play it in showdowns. And if your opponent's taking an early point, you can play it at instant speed, basically. Yeah, I was loving this guy. 3 Catalyst Veons. You gotta play it in Yi. It's so good. I say that, but like maybe you don't have to play it in Yi. Today it felt like I only ever played it in one game, and maybe it's unnecessary in this build. Maybe it's on my chopping block, honestly, now that I talk about it more. But time will tell, and we'll have to see. I think it did what it was supposed to do in the game I drew it, and in the other game that I drew it, it got defied, and I almost lost the entire game. So, like, it's really hard to say. But yeah, I'm happy with it so far, but we will see. I have another locals tomorrow, so we'll see how that one goes. I've got 3 Zonia's Hourglass here. This card's awesome. I did a lot of slamming my big guy into your guy to trade on the Zonias, and then first mating him to go just retake the location again. Did that a couple times. That was pretty fun. Zone use is really cool. I think it creates interesting gameplay, and again, as I've said, we are the big Brungus deck. So when you're the big Brungus deck, you're looking to keep your big Brunguses around. You paid a lot of mana for them. But yeah, Zanya is cool. For our side deck today, we went pretty basic. We got 2 Sabotage, really good against Aurora, pretty good against Kaisa. I think that's all I would bring it in for. I didn't bring it in today at all. I didn't bring it in the mirror. Although I did think about it. I did consider having this be like a thing to bring in the middle. And with bringing it in, that would be for hitting their pump spells and stuff like that out of hand. 2 Unyielding Spirit, you need it for Kiana. This is what's going to prevent you from getting your board wiped to removal. Or not Kaisa. You got our 3 Kianas. Kiana you want in the Kaisa matchup. I also brought it in against the Yasuo like combo deck just to draw cards to dig through my deck faster to get like more pressure. I almost feel like her channeled rune state is like bait, because this card feels great when I'm just drawing. I'm looking to draw cards with her. I'm looking to first mate her around, like get a bunch of draws in, and just really build my like reinforcement of like Charms, Defy, and Guard, etc. Like that's where I think she's really good. I almost never channel with this. So far, it's just been drawing. And then I got 1 Primal Strength, which is for just like the mirror and stuff like that. Gets you over, and good against like Set and Lisa and stuff like that. But yeah, currently really liking the game, really liking where we're at. I ended up getting like 4 packs in a promo pack. My promo pack was nothing cool. But yeah, hopefully if you like the video, If you want to subscribe, I'm going to be trying to do more content. I'm probably going to, if I do well tomorrow, I'll have 1 more deck profile, and I'll talk about any changes I make between today and tomorrow. But yeah, until then, Mike Cardfellow signing out.